Thank you to all the panelists. I think this was one of the most engaging panel discussion, I must say. So let's give it a big round of applause to all the panelists. And congratulations, Surbi. It was a wonderful discussion. Okay. Should we give a big round of applause once again to all the panelists? I think we had a wonderful time. It was not just a professional topic, but it was also a personal topic. We all have our own memories of different weddings we have attended or we have been part of. So thank you once again, all the panelists. Now moving on to our next panel discussion. From palatial venues to precision execution, MICE is no longer just about meetings. It's about crafting luxury at every logistical touchpoint. Up next is a power-packed discussion that unpacks how seamless operations and strategic sourcing are elevating MICE to a whole new level of excellence. Joining me in this conversation are two seasoned experts. First, I would like to invite on the stage Mr. Janmesh Rawal. At Bharti AXA Life Insurance, Janmesh leads with sourcing agility, ensuring every event is curated with efficiency, elegance, and ease. Let's give it up for Janmesh. Next, I would like to invite on the stage Mr. Senthil Arasu. With deep procurement expertise from HDFC Life, Senthil transforms planning into performance, optimizing budgets without compromising on experience. Let's hear it for Senthil. Thank you, both of you, and I will be moderating this panel, so you can give it up for me as well. Great. Thank you so much for joining me, both of you. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. And let's begin with a very important question, and I'll start with you, Janmesh. Procurement has shifted from cost-cutting to experience crafting. What's your approach to evaluating value when luxury is the goal, not just affordability? And can you share a moment where strategic sourcing elevated a basic event into something truly premium?
Absolutely. Good morning, everybody. First of all, thank you, MILT, for touching up a very, very wonderful topic. This is something which is very, very basic, but very, very important when it comes to, from procurement perspective. When we say about, coming to your question, approach, what approach do we take? Procurement now is just not about getting L1 vendors anymore, right? It's not just about getting who is the lowest vendor, right? We are expected now to find what is new, what is exclusive, what is that we are going to create new. Because under certain budgets which are given, we would keep repeating those events, right? Like we would keep choosing certain countries, under that particular budget. So it's always expected what is new. What is that we will approve? What is that you will give exclusive? What is that you will create something, a different experience in each and every event, right? So to give you an example, what we did was we had one very, very luxury event. We said we want to make this very, very exclusive. For me, it is more about personalization. It's more about creating that emotional connect and that personal experience for you, for every individual, and a seamless kind of, implementation on that particular event. So we created, to give you an example, we created everything customized for each and every person. We gave them a luxury car to start with, personalized, the driver would know your name. He would have a basic info about you. While driving, he would, kind of strike a conversation with you. Very small things. Then when you are at the airport, you have customized bag which is given to you, which has your name, which is a little bit about you. You enter the flight, you have again some memento given to you while entering the flight. You reach the hotel, there is something already set up for you in the room. You have your name mentioned on it. You have customized trophies or customized mementos kept for you in the hotel. So every experience, even before, every small points have to be very exclusive. Like it's wow, you can't even think of something very small, but it creates a lot of impact that, oh, I was, even before I could think, I've got this and it's been taken care. So for me, yeah, it is creating those smaller experiences, personalization, giving them that exclusive feeling, right? Of that, and that's what stays with them. So yeah, that's what we created that event, and that
Yeah.
stayed with everybody.
I think the summary probably is make them feel special and keep it exclusive for them. So I have a follow-up on that. How have supplier expectations changed post-pandemic, especially with the need to deliver more with fewer resources?
So, with suppliers, the competition is tough, and the margins are thin. Let us be very honest. Now it's these days it's open. We understand. We meet suppliers, we meet vendors. We know what are the kind of margins. At least we would have an idea what are the kind of margins we have on these particular projects, right? So it's tough for suppliers. I would think what is that new which they will bring on the table is very important for us, right? What is that? What is something different which I will do? Assuming if I want to do the same event in one particular country, if I've done one. So let us take an example. If we want to do the Milk Congress in the same location next year, what is a different kind of thought process you will have on that? I think that is very important, when it comes to the supplier for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Over to you now, Senthil. Luxury means different things across regions and cultures. So how do you approach destination-based MICE sourcing while ensuring refinement, cultural relevance, and strong ROI?
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. I just add on to what Janmesh was saying. It's all not only on cost of the procurement, it's all on the value add what we bring it on the stakeholders. One, what is the differential? All the people travel, it's echoing.
Can you guys hear him?
It's not only on the cost that what procurement looks into it. So procurement comes to these kind of forums to bring in a value add for the organization, value add for the people who's traveling in. So for what are the experiential time that what brings on to the table. Yes, tourism boards plays a vital role in bringing on those value adds, small value adds to a larger kitty, what can be done. That is where the procurement plays a critical role in commercials. Just one. So coming to your question of culture. So when we plan a trip, so we do almost every alternate day a closure for commercial for various trips. But trips have been planned 3 months, 4 months before, and see what is the target, what we are giving it. This is incentives basically from what we do. So budget has been fixed. I'm talking about so much of value, premium or whatever has been collected. These guys goes to X destination and Y, and these are destinations. These are the destinations being defined. So all these guys have been very well traveled. So all the top qualifiers, repeated qualifiers will be there. So what is the change in the current situation in the current country? What is the new things comes up? So that's where we get help from tourism boards, understand is the new things comes up, what is the values that you can able to bring it to these guys. One. Second, when we do Singapore, year later we do the same Singapore. We can't repeat the itinerary. So thought process goes from the initial planning stage itself. When the event is being done, can we do local cuisine? One. Second, performances pertaining to that particular country. To the extent of awards. When you talk about, if I do a Dubai, Burj Khalifa has to be there in some form or other. So this is going to be a memory for the particular traveler. So these are people who's going to take back these trophies to the home and putting it up on their wardrobes, whatever. So when they see that, these remains of their successes, and they will start repeating it. That's what the ROI means. So, and these are the ever brand ambassadors who are winners and go back to the team, go back to the branches, and explain that this has been, I've been treated. So when this has been done, I was expecting 1,100 qualifiers next year. I'm just saying 1,100 qualifiers last year, and last year 1,300 qualifiers, which is the highest numbers. So these are the brand ambassadors goes to the field and spread these positive messages, and they will. It's not that we go and say the same places just like that. So each and every bit of what we do has to be, that country's culture has to be experienced. That's how we able to bring in a changes, or else it will be a small kind of activity.
True, I think I agree. I agree to what you really said right now. So I have a follow-up on that. What's one overlooked factor in procurement planning that often makes or breaks a luxury event on site?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
What's one overlooked factor, something that you generally overlook and eventually it just makes or breaks a luxury event on the site?
So there may be various factors at various point of time. Might be a selection of the particular destination, might be one of the reasons, one of the pointers. Just to say, one place is supposed to be too hot. For an example, Switch. During the July, it is on 24-25 degrees centigrade, where there is no air conditioning as well. Air conditioning not there in the hotels. So we need to avoid those 2 months. But when we are planning much in advance, we might be missing it out. So what is the climate, temperature, geopolitical situations, everything to be assessed before getting into the particular month, particular country travel. So these small, this is a big thing. But when we initial planning stage, we said that, okay, this might be taken care of. Have we done it last Switzerland in the month, July, this month? Then tourism came to me and said, Central, it is going to be there, please be prepared. Then I informed my stakeholders, travel partners not informed. So that's how it changes. This is on the planning stage, is this good? Then it will be better to move on.
Yeah, I think very good point. Okay, so I now have the same question for both of you. In today's high expectation environment, how do you choose partners who truly understand the luxury brief? Janmesh, we'll start with you.
See, choosing a partner, I would say, first is they need to understand the vision which a brand is, or maybe what is expected. What is luxury for me? What is luxury for you? What is exactly which we are looking out for? Understanding of that particular subject of that event is very, very important. Second, how transparent that partner is with you, and what is the unique thing which that partner is getting onto the table with you? Like, what is the experience which we will give to the people around, right? What is that new? Everybody wants a new experience. Everybody wants a very emotional connected experience. I would say an emotional connect is very, very important. When you sit with a partner, you need to, so if I give you a example in terminology of sport, it's like being coach and the player, right? Now procurement team is now like a coach. You can train them. You will have to actually train them and get into details for each and everything, right? Each and every step you have to involve yourself. That these are the expectations I have, and I think the clearer you are with your expectations, the better it will help you to execute that particular. So it's like coach and telling them that this is exactly what I need. You have to strength train, you have to, get your skills up, you have to get better in communication, and then go and execute. So I think that's how I look at it for this particular thing.
Awesome. Same question to you, Senthil.
So choosing of the travel partner, So I do something long drawn process of selection of partners. So when we on the selection of partners, we look into around 20 or 22 odd points for taking them on board. So I have around 20 to 23 partners who has been onboarded. So we look into financials, their strength, last three financials, profits, and their turnover, and we talk about their teams, where are they present, what is the team size, what is the operation team size, are they only on mice or something else ticketing. So there are various factors. On operation grounds, they talks about how the operation is being defined, what is the hierarchy in operations. So first initially we take through, then my stakeholders, we have separate team for execution. They also have a discussion with them. Then with both people convinced, then we take them on board. So when we take them on board, when we take them on board, we clearly define which we had 5 categories, A, B, C, D, and domestic. So based on the number of packs, number of destinations, their turnover, their capability of managing funds and stuff, we put them in various buckets. So when these guys are being onboarded, say that, okay, I have a particular 6, 7 people in category B. For an example, Europe, are they strong in visa processing, or they done US, either they strong, how many things have been done in the past. So all these things comes into play, then it has been placed in various buckets. Once they've been placed in various buckets, then it's done. Then all the RFPs goes to them. So this is how we work. And similarly for domestic. When we do, and we increase from D to C and various levels based on the performances, what we experience it. This is one. And we talk about the particular activity. Yes, everybody comes here with a lot of value adds. For an example, I do differently. This all 10 years back, we ask, oh, what is that you can able to bring in differential? Now everyone knows the thing that unless they bring in something special, they will not be able to consider. So every person, every organization will try to do that. So value adds or the change which they bring it to from various other people, they keep doing it. If you want to say that ticketing part or onboarding the partners, mobile application, various stuff, people keep evolving. So these are the people, this is usually the pattern. And next thing is that our brief has to be so precise, and there's a corporate travel. We know what we want. What is the target to achieve? We want experience to be done. What are the experiential factors, 5, 6? And we speak to travel partners, we speak to tourism boards, and DMCs as well. Some DMCs, my people are well traveled, so they have a connect with DMC as well. So this all been done. Once the scope is something which we run into 6, 7 pages, it's been detailed down and said this is the scope. Then it is only number game. So we know the number. So for an example, let's talk about 2 lakhs is the number. We know the budget, what can be done, and it's only the number game. I shortlisted the partner who's capable of doing it. I know what exactly I'm looking in for. Then it is a number game which you're able to take it up. So shortlisting of the right partner, one. Second one is shortlisting what is the requirement gathering which need to go as a brief to the partner. It has to be crystal clear, black and white. Then it is easier, no ambiguity. And we'll never give an ambiguity. For example, if I want to do 3 places, my commercial sheet itself has a element-wise breakups. Element-wise breakup. So costing has to be slightly modular. On the day, on the event, if something want to be changed, they can be able to, if the travel partner and my execution team wants to change it, they want to make the changes, costing is always there. Change it and put in modular costing so you can able to deliver. So costing is pre-negotiated, modular costings, and if anything supplementary things we need to do it, 2 or 3 things we can do it if the time permits, because we close 3 months before or 2 months before. So if that time, during the time, if you want to do something additional, this is a cost and the supplementary. So those things also be so what happens is commercial is completely negotiated, and it is so execution team has a bandwidth to do what they want. So ambiguity is completely been closed. And now all the people are travel partners or travel advisory. The people who goes for a travel also they come up with their own stuff.
So, wow, that was really very detailed. You want to add to it?
Just to add, so transparency, flexibility, okay, and past experience. So rather my question a lot of times to the partners is, I know you have executed well. I know your presentation is excellent. Your video and AV is amazing. But what is that which went wrong in that event, and how did you, rectify it? Were you flexible enough? Did you think about it? Did you have a backup of that this could go wrong? Everybody would agree here that no event will be executed to the T, right? So what went wrong and how did they manage it is very, very important when it comes to, selecting the partner, for me at least. Thank you.
I'll just add one more point.
Sure.
So we brought in a system wherein travelers gives their feedbacks. So if there are 500 people travels, they give the feedback on various elements. So their feedback is something is important for us to either to change ourselves to meet whatever it is there, or if something is to be checked with the travel partner or with the destination. These feedbacks comes from travel partner, which is something very, very important and which we take it very seriously. So that gives us the next step for the planning.
Okay. In fact, what I'm hearing is that procurement is not just about negotiations anymore. It has gone beyond that. It has become creative. It has become innovative, and I think that's taken over the basics of just negotiations, because earlier procurement was all about just getting negotiations. So great, good to know this.
Sorry, I would just add. It's also about being. Procurement is also now about being uptrend. Like how many of you have heard fake wedding trend which is going on? I like couple of people. Yeah, there's a fake wedding trend going on right now where there's no groom, there is no bride. It's just an experience where people want to just come and have a fake wedding. The experience of getting feeling of getting in a wedding. They will dress up in a traditional wear. They would come, they would party. They have dolls and they have like entire experience created for a wedding, but no groom, no bride. Now, this is something which you would think, oh my God, what is this? I mean, initially my reaction was, what am I hearing? Is this even true? And then I would felt, no, I would want to experience it. Why not? Right? It is something which is beyond, and this is a picking trend. I think in Mumbai, this has picked up and it is going really well. So I'm quite surprised how things are happening this way.
Okay, so my next question is ROI in luxury MICE now measured differently beyond budgets and into experience design and business impact? So I think you guys have partially answered it already, but just go for it, please.
Just answered it in the past. So ROI is not on the budgets, okay. ROI is what we are creating experience for the people, and the experience people becoming a brand ambassador for us for the next subsequent trips. So that is what we are looking to. ROI cannot be measurable as such, but yes, I said 1,100 people. Now next year the same group which is booking 1,300 people. This is what the brand ambassadors which they created. So the experience what they take from the trip to the field is what is important. That's what we want to work on.
So ROI is now measured very clearly. Managing partnerships, it's not just about cost. Managing partnership, creating values, having long-term relation, and giving that exclusive feeling for me.
Awesome.
And you don't have to take feedback. You will get, if the event has gone really well, people are going to come and tell you. You actually don't even need to go and ask for a feedback. If there is an amazing experience, people would come up to you and say, not everybody, but I'm sure that bunch of people would come and say that we had amazing experience.
Okay, this is my last one, and this is like a quick one. One word or principle that defines how you drive luxury through procurement. What would it be? One word or one sentence?
It is a people-to-people business, okay. So he is a buyer or a seller who we speak regularly. It is a people-to-people. Whenever there is a crisis comes in, the people comes and helps us out. Or else it's just a relationship which drives it rather than this.
For me, one word is exclusivity. Okay, create something which money alone cannot buy, right? But a smart procurement can unlock for you.
Wow, those are words of wisdom. I don't think we have the time for the audience interaction right now, but thank you so much to both of you. It was amazing interacting with you. Let's give it up for
Thank you.
Janmesh and Senthil. Thank you, Janmesh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senthil. Let's hear it for both the panelists, guys. All right, so to wrap up the morning with thought leadership and practical foresight, we now turn to voices that have helped shape the direction of this Congress from the very beginning. Let's hear it from the distinguished members of the board. And first off, I would like to welcome Mr. Alok Saraugi on the stage. With a sharp marketing lens from TVS Automobile Solutions, Alok brings brand clarity to every travel strategy. Let's hear it for...